Look, let's think like we did the music. I got fire right now. Is it? And it's gone. And it's gonna be cold. And it's gonna be cold. A cold November. When I look back and I remember.
How is it that the American Negro, who for so long has been a second-class citizen in the United States...
Still is, I'm sorry.
Well, how is it that he's contributed so much to American culture?
Well...
Music, dance, everything you can think of.
Well, I had to be very modest about that. I would say certainly as we look at the African peoples in Nigeria, for example, I just got a wonderful invitation to go to Nigeria to be present at the installation at the Governor General Ezekwe, an old friend, who now and I had to cable him. I'm in Australia. I sure would like to be with you, but I'm out here with some good folks. But I'll get to Nigeria later.
Do you feel that Africa is to some extent an affinity for it, a home, or do you still feel America is essentially your home? How do you feel?
Well, let me come here. I'll come to that in just a second. But to come back to it, so I would say the Africans and the American Negroes have turned out to be an extraordinarily gifted people. The great tragedy is that by not making us full-class citizens as yet in America, they may be losing, I don't know how much yet. That's all. And to come back, I would say that unquestionably, I am an American, born there. My father slaved there. Upon the backs of my people was developed the primary wealth of America. The primary wealth. You have to have accumulated wealth to start, to build. You did it another way here in Australia. You had to build your accumulated wealth. You just came and took it, and that's what they did in most of the countries. That's what you Europeans did. You just took it. We got to catch up with you a little bit. And so in America. So there's a lot of America that belongs to me yet, you understand? But just like a Scottish American is proud of being from Scotland, I'm proud for being African. Now, in our school books, they tried to tell me that all Africans were savages, till I got to London and found most of the Africans I knew were going to Oxford and Cambridge and doing very well, and learned their culture. And even once somebody had the temerity, after one had conquered the Chinese people and imposed upon them the opium trade and everything else, to suggest that they were a backward people, that the people who had been civilized so long over the rest of you folks didn't make any sense at all. So somewhere, it was wonderful to find about the colored peoples of the world that they were very advanced. So I would say today that I'm an American who is infinitely prouder to be of African descent, no question about it. No question about it. I'm an Afro-American, and I don't use the word American ever loosely again.
Now this was a feeling.
That's right.
That when you were in London about 1937, 38, you really had the world at your feet then. I mean, your tremendous success, you were recognised over the world. And yet you went back to America. This was the feeling that took you back.
I felt I had to go back to my people, that's right. The going was tough. And today, I can go back. I just had my passport renewed. I could go back to pretty tough times now. But any time I could get a telegram next week that the Negro people had gathered somewhere in one of their conferences as they could, and say, Paul, in the difficulties that are going on in America, would you come back and help us? I would take the plane as soon as I finished my trip.
It's been a long road. We're gonna do it without God. Everybody wants to know, what does it take to be number one? And the eight against you. And the captain. Where I go, they go. I'm known as a poetry. I've been left, I've been right, but I don't break. I don't. I'm a junior at UMKC. I'm a secondary education major. I run track. Y'all might know me as the Corn Snow. But to the cause, I'm known as resilience. I'm the news of this blood. The cold captain of this ship. When the waters get rough, I want you together. What's never outside of weakness. When I'm betrayal of my strength. I'm a donor at UMKC. I'm on track. Y'all may know me here. Come on. No, you ain't. But when the oceans and the tides trying to take down my ship, I was the man who put the pieces on my ship back together. I am the protector of my brother, the guardian of the legacy. Without God, this would not be possible. I'm a junior, and you okay? I'm God, that's his name. Y'all, know me as Nelson. I know that! Public service announcement! What is it? For all y'all out there that do not know! Alpha! That's Sky Alpha! Fraternity Incorporated! What the fuck? Hold up, LB! I don't think they heard you! What you say? I said Alpha! Sky Alpha! Fraternity Incorporated! What the first? Greek letter organization! They was the coldest organization! No! First and only! 4 times they were imitated. Never, ever, ever duplicated. Ever. No.
Actually 3, because 1 is not.
You might know. Bro, so like, what's your point? What are you trying to say? Let them know, Ace.
Let them know.
It all started with the A. Hey! Holy shit!